Obi-Wan Kenobi was not supposed to die. And when he did, Luke lost the future he was meant to have. His guidance, his protection, his wisdom.
The weapon of a Jedi Knight. Not as clumsy or random as a blaster.
That single moment didn't just end a life. It quietly changed Luke Skywalker. It changed Darth Vader. And it changed the fate of the entire galaxy. This is the story of what happens when Obi-Wan Kenobi lives. The Death Star trembled with the echo of distant explosions. Han, Luke, and Leia plotted their escape from the Death Star. Stormtroopers raced through its corridors, and in the heart of it all, two figures faced one another. Darth Vader.
When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Their lightsabers clashed the way they always had. Not with hatred, but with history. Luke watched from behind a blast door, fear tightening in his chest. He could feel it. Something terrible was about to happen. In the timeline we know, Obi-Wan allowed Vader to strike him down. A final sacrifice, a last lesson, but not this time. As Vader raised his blade for the killing blow, Obi-Wan felt something shift in the Force. Not a warning, an opening. He vanished, not into death, but into shadow. Vader's blade cut through nothing but air. And for the first time in decades, Darth Vader felt uncertainty. Obi-Wan Kenobi was alive. Luke never felt that cold hollow in the Force. No sudden loss, no severed connection, only a quiet certainty. He's still here. Obi-Wan found Luke aboard the Millennium Falcon as it fled the Death Star.
We don't have much time, but now we have a future.
The Falcon didn't return to the Rebel base. Not yet. Instead, Han Solo flew deep into the jungle moon of Yavin 4, slipping past Imperial sensors and disappearing beneath the thick emerald canopy. Ancient ruins slept there, stone temples, long abandoned by the Jedi. Places where the Force still whispered through moss-covered walls. Obi-Wan could feel it.
This is where we stay,
He said quietly. For now. Within the broken halls of an old Jedi temple, Luke began to train. Not as a soldier, not as a pilot, but as a Jedi. Obi-Wan taught him how to still his mind, how to let go of fear, how to listen to the currents of the Force instead of fighting them. Luke progressed faster than anyone expected, because this time, he wasn't alone. At night, Luke would sit by the temple fires as Obi-Wan spoke of Anakin, not as a monster, but as the greatest Jedi he had ever known. And slowly, Luke began to understand what was truly at stake. While Luke trained, Leia became something else entirely. She wasn't just a princess anymore. She wasn't just a symbol. She became the rebellion's voice. From the hidden base on Yavin 4, Leia coordinated strikes, forged alliances, and kept hope alive. While the Death Star hunted for them, she believed in Luke, and she believed in Obi-Wan. But she also knew the Empire would find them. It always did. Han Solo could have left. He had his reward. his ship, his freedom. But as he watched Luke train, as he saw Leia take command, as he saw Obi-Wan quietly carrying the weight of the galaxy, Han decided to stay, not because of credits, because these were his friends, and this felt like something that mattered. Across the stars, Darth Vader felt it, a tremor in the Force. Kenobi was alive, and he wasn't running. He was training Luke Skywalker. The Emperor was displeased. The Death Star was ordered to Yavin, and for the first time since the fall of the Jedi, the galaxy braced for something more than war. It braced for destiny. The Death Star emerged from hyperspace above Yavin. The sky darkened. The jungle trembled. Leia's voice rang through the rebel base.
All fighters, to your ships.
Obi-Wan found Luke in the temple chambers as alarms began to echo through the jungle.
It's time,
He said quietly. X-wings and Y-wings roared into the sky. Obi-Wan had taught him how to find stillness inside chaos. Han caught up to Luke.
The exhaust port is tiny. You get one shot, maybe two.
Luke smiled.
I won't be flying blind this time.
Obi-Wan had taught him how to feel, where to aim. Not see it, not calculate it, feel it.
You worry about the impossible shot. I'll worry about keeping you alive long enough to take it.
Darth Vader's TIE fighter cut through space like a blade. He wasn't thinking about strategy. He was thinking about one thing: Luke Skywalker. The boy was too strong in the Force, too familiar. And somewhere beneath the dark armor, something old was stirring. As starfighters launched, Obi-Wan remained behind, not because he couldn't fight, but because this time, his purpose was different. He reached out through the Force. The Force was no longer about sacrifice. It was about connection. As Luke sped into the Death Star trench, Obi-Wan whispered through the Force.
trust yourself, Luke.
He could feel the battle, the fear, the danger, and he could feel Anakin, still alive, still buried beneath the darkness. He reached out, not as a ghost, but as a living presence.
Anakin,
Vader's breath hitched inside his mask. The past flooded back. The Jedi Temple, the lava of Mustafar, the boy he had been. His targeting reticle wavered. Luke dove into the trench. Laser fire tore the air around him. Vader locked on.
Have you now?
But Obi-Wan was there, not in front of him, not behind him, inside him.
you are more than this. The boy you used to be is still alive.
Vader's hand trembled just enough. Han's falcon burst into view. Luke felt it, not in his eyes, in the Force.
Let go. Trust yourself.
Luke turned off his targeting computer. The Force flowed through him. The torpedoes flew. They found their home. The Death Star exploded in a glorious eruption. The galaxy had been saved, not by luck, not by coincidence, but with Obi-Wan Kenobi guiding the way. Vader spun away into space, shaken and wounded, not in body, but in soul. For the first time in years, Anakin Skywalker had stirred. Back on Yavin, Obi-Wan opened his eyes. Luke was safe. The rebellion had hope, and the Force had changed. Obi-Wan had not survived to fight longer. He had survived to guide the future, to make sure the Skywalkers were never alone again, because the Jedi who should have lived was the one who made everything possible. If you enjoyed this reforging of Star Wars: A New Hope, please take a moment to hit like and subscribe. It truly helps these stories reach more fans. And if you want to see what happened before this, or what happens next, you'll find more Galaxy ReForged episodes waiting for you right here. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you always.